What's up, guys, and welcome back to my channel, where we're going to be talking about One Piece and everything One Piece. And this week, big milestone. Big milestone. The biggest chapter, and I believe all of anime just released. Chapter 1000 of One Piece. Wow. Imagine 1000 chapters of this. And oh my god, we still got so much more to go. I was so happy when this dropped. The big 1000. Goddamn. Three goddams. You know, it's that good when it's got three goddams. Such a great chapter. Also, Happy New Year, 2021. Fuck 2020. Yeah. Okay, let's get back to it. This chapter 1000, big name too. Big chapter art, big name, big chapter art. Amazing. What's the name? Straw Hat Luffy. Come on, you don't need a better title than that. And the chapter art, wow, that second half was honestly worth waiting for. That was such a nice, it just looks so cool. And the fact that Sanji was cooking up that fish, that was sick. Let's just jump into the chapter. Why don't we? Okay, so the chapter started off a really cool way. Luffy, basically almost at the top, running into the Three Musketeers. And then, him butchering Shishilion's name. I forget what he said. I think he said Shishimamushi, and I was dying of laughter. I'm like, no way Luffy just did that. And as he goes to correct them and tell them what his name is, Luffy just tells him, I didn't forget. I still remember how you guys sacrificed your lives to save Raizo. And that just brought a tear to his eye. And it just shows the type of person Luffy is. He's gonna keep it brief with you, and he's gonna hit you with the things that just matter. And that's so cool of him. Moving on from Luffy, because we gotta leave him for a bit, we go to the main stage where Marco is assisting Zoro in trying to get to the roof. And at the moment, he's wrestling with Queen and King. Something I didn't expect, how strong Marco is. He's basically taking on both of the commanders, both of the Kaido's top tier commanders, Queen and King. And one thing about Queen, I didn't expect so much mechanical on him. The guy's basically a cyborg. His whole neck turned into a gigantic, elongated thing. And I'm just like, whoa, this guy's a cyborg, bro. First we saw from last chapter, how his tongue turned into a cannon. And now we get to see his neck fully turn into a mechanical beast neck. That was pretty cool. And then you get to see Marco just toss up Zoro. One thing I'll say, people don't hate on King. The fact that he was being locked in by Marco, come on. Marco was Whitebeard's right hand man. I feel like they should be on the same tier. If anything, Marco should be stronger. I'm just saying. Don't get your panties twisted. What he did was sick. And he tosses Zoro and is like, yo, don't just toss me. Give me a warning or something. That was cool. That was really cool. I liked it. Moving on from them, we go to Yamato and Momonosuke. And she's basically just showed him the journal, Oden's journal. And she talks about the will of D. She talks about Luffy and these pirates that are in her country. And she explains how she's read the journal and the messages that Oden has left. That within 20 years, the world, in the new world, is going to go through a lot of changes. And one of them is going to be the fact that there's going to be a new generation of pirates coming in that are just going to shake up the world. And we don't get much more information than that until a bit later. And she says something that triggers a Ace flashback, which was so cool. I really liked it. The Ace flashback, top tier. So far, all of the Ace flashbacks that we've gotten in Wano, top tier. Top freaking tier. You know? Bud. And honestly, it starts with him just basically saying, I wasn't supposed to say that. Please don't laugh. Me and Sabo won't forgive you. And that was we know Ace thought that Sabo died, but the fact that he still keeps his spirit alive, man, that's just such a heartwarming thing to see. It was so great. Ace is still going out through the world carrying Sabo's will. And now that he's gone, we got to see Sabo carry Ace's will. And it was just so It's amazing. It was just so cool. And like when he basically, we go to his flashback, he's basically telling her, please don't make fun of what I just told you. That is my little brother's dream. And at first, when me and Sabo heard it, we laughed. But now we truly believe in him. And that honestly just, that was such a cool moment. This chapter was phenomenal in like emotional settings. Because like it brought us back Ace and how Ace felt about Luffy. And it was just a great way to tie like this chapter together, bringing Ace back. And then like as he's trying to explain to her that like he can make it, like Yamato just cuts him off and she's overrun by emotions, like pure emotions. And she's like, I'm not going to laugh at him. And then inside of her head, she's thinking, those are the words the King of Pirates spoke. Like that's her narration. But at the time, she didn't know who the King of Pirates was, or that's how I've come to read this chapter. She didn't know who that Pirate King Roger was. She just viewed him as a really big figure. So that's why she didn't name drop Pirate King to Ace at the time. And then when he finds out that she's talking about a dead person, he's just like, what the heck are you talking about? But if he knew who she was talking about, we could have gotten such a better scene. But Goda's doing something, so I just sit aside and I let Goda do him. Goda, you know? And also another cool thing is like we get to see where Ace got his Viver card, and it's through Yamato, so that's pretty cool. And the fact that she kept a piece was pretty like cool. But then like you also think about why didn't she come to the Marineford arc? But then that's just like stupid to think that she was gonna come. Like we didn't have any premise of her or even Kaido. So why are we gonna find out about Kaido's daughter before we find out about her? Whatever. We're gonna take a step back. And you know, she talks about the day that Viver card disappeared. And man, that was a gut wrench because like it was like PTSD even for us seeing like that Viver card disappear next to Ace's dead body and Luffy. Like they didn't put that in there thankfully, but like as fans we felt that. But she explains like, I learned that Ace was Roger's son. So we knew at this point that she's figured out like all the missing pieces that she was missing. And that his little brother really had a name for himself as a pirate. That was Luffy, the man you brought here. This is what Oden wrote about the future. And this is like, she's saying all this while Luffy is running up the stairs, kicking in the door and arriving on the rooftop. And guys, when I say this, I'm not joking. This beats the 3 Admirals versus Luffy scene. 100% my new favorite arc that's gonna come out. And I can't, like, it just made me just, I was just on my bed, speechless, watching this panel. Seeing Luffy notice Big Mom and Kaido silhouettes out in the far, while he notices Zoro, Law on his right, and Killer and Kid on his left. And he just approaches them through the middle, being the leader of that group to take on these 2 Yonkos. And like one thing I really liked was Killer's attitude. He still doesn't even care who Luffy and Law are. He's just like, alright, it's nice that you guys came to see me fight these guys. And that was just like the energy I wanted from Kid from the get-go. Like you want Kid not to be like a Law subordinate, like somebody like Law, like how Law came into the Straw Hats and he kind of became a Straw Hat. He's not a Straw Hat, but you see how he's like intertwining with them. But Kid's just like, nah, fam, I'm my own man. I'll eat your food. You know, that's Kid, and I love them for it. And then like, it's just Yamato narrating the scene as like the new generation stands on one side and the Yonkos on the other. Over 20 years in the future, powerful pirates leading the next generation will come swarming into the new world. If I am dead by then, they will be the ones to strike down Kaido. And man, like that was just such a sick scene. And like the best part is like, that's a great scene, but every scene that followed was just as hype. Like if not, like I won't say there were more because I really think that silhouette of Yonkos versus the new generation is my new favorite part. But this next couple scenes were just wow. And it's like Kaido talking to Big Mom and he's like, Lin, can you guess what this boy said to me when he came face to face with me? And then like Big Mom's just like, oh yeah, he's a saucy one. He talks a big game to me too. He destroyed my castle. He destroyed my cake. He destroyed the wedding. And she's demanding like an apology from Luffy. And as they're like saying this stuff, bruh, Luffy is casually, nonchalantly, with zero care in the world. He's just walking by them. He just walks by them clearly, walking towards Kinemon and the rest of the Scabbard's bodies laid up on the ground. He doesn't know if they're alive or dead. He just walks up and picks up Kin. And as he's doing that, you get to see Zoro get like this little presence of his Kaido about to do something, because Kaido turns his head and he just asks him, "Hey boy, say it again. Tell us what you're going to be. Right here where we can hear you." And god damn, these chapters are amazing. God damn. And he picks up Kinemon and he's just like, "I'm sorry it took so long." And Kinemon, with like dying breaths almost, he wakes back up and he's just like, he's just full of shame and regret. He's just like, how am I supposed to go to the afterlife when we haven't even like brought to fruition what our Lord wanted? I cannot go to the afterlife until my Lord's wish is done, until Wano is set free. And you just feel these guys is determined. Like, they're not dying only because their Lord's wish hasn't come true. Like, that's phenomenal story writing, guys. Like, and the way he begs and pleads to Luffy, like, to save Wano. And Luffy just yelling back at him, like, "Of course I will. This is my friend's country." And, like, you can just see, like, Kinemon just, like, break down again. And he's just like, God damn, he's really here to save us. And as he's saying that, Kaido's about to swing and, like, end them. So Luffy just tells Law, like, yo, relocate them so we can fight cleanly up here. And the second Kinemon and the rest of the Scabbards disappear, Kaido strikes, Luffy dodges, and jumps above Kaido's head. Gear third, and then boom. Some of the most cleanest silhouettes I've seen. Raizo is alive and well. We would never sell a comrade to an enemy. I want to defeat Kaido. We crossed through time to arrive here from Wano of 20 years ago. The friendly oddball of Abisu Town shall make the final grand journey. To Old Man Hio finding out that the rebellion still lives, and to finally realizing that Odin died a criminal in the capital. All of those panels were just like, wow. From the very moment our Wano journey started until this very moment, everything was just summarized in those couple panels, and it was just so clean. It was so nice. And then boom, silhouettes are finished, those panels are gone, and Luffy with fire on gear third with Haki strikes Kaido down. And we're introduced to a new attack, Red Rock, the gear third version of Red Hawk. And man, oh man, that was so cool. And you can see the level of strength that went behind that punch, because you can see Lin just like, yo, what the heck, Kaido? You're out with just one punch? And like her face just explains to you like, yo, that wasn't a regular punch. He really just snuffed Kaido like that. What? And I'm just like, damn. And as he gets, like, you can also even see on Kaido's face, yo, that shit hurt. That wasn't just like a small stinger. No, that you pop. Like, pop, you know, pop his jawline, you know? And then you just see Luffy just get up, readjust his hat. I am Monkey D. Luffy. And I'm the man who will surpass you to be the king of pirates. Goda, you just do it week in, week out. Like, I don't understand how someone's gonna come and create such good comic. Like, it's like, first time I read this, I'm not gonna lie, I shed a couple tears because like it was such a great chapter. And like being in a milestone chapter just made it that much better. And on top of it all, like everything that we saw is just like emotional purity of it is just, it was great. Cause like we're also invested into it at this point. Like we want to read every chapter and be surprised or be hit with tragedy. Cause like this is such a great story, and Goda just comes in week out and just blows our mind. Blows our mind like it's nothing to him. I love this man. This guy's a freaking amazing storyteller. And the way the chapter ended and the way the chapter started, like the chapter title is Straw Hat Luffy. And at the very last pages, I'm Straw Hat Luffy, and I'm the one who's gonna surpass you two and become the Pirate King. Guys, like I say this week in, week out, perfect scores to the chapters. But like it's the truth. This guy really puts out the best comic out there. I don't know how else to put it. He's just such a phenomenal storyteller. He's just great. He's just honestly amazing. I'm gonna give this chapter 10 purple Skittles out of 10. Speechless. I'm still speechless. I cannot wait for the war to start. I cannot wait for the act to finish too. That's another thing. Because Act 3 is going to have a tragic ending to set up for Act 4. So that's going to be a bitter pill to swallow when we get hit with the tragedy. But it's whatever. We have to be prepared for it. I'm going to leave it at that. Thank you guys for watching. Please leave a like. Please subscribe. It means the world. I really will try to get back to you guys. If you guys leave any comments, please tell me what you liked about this chapter, what you didn't like about this chapter. Please recommend me other animes that you guys watch, that you guys want me to watch. Anything. Leave a comment. I'll get back to you guys shortly. Again, guys, this is HD Glutton. Take care and peace out.